All right, guys, welcome back. This is MGM MarketAbilities podcast, where we learn, develop, and launch.
There we go.
Talk about business, talk about marketing. So it's just me and Wyatt today, which Angie is off probably selling, having client meetings, growing the business.
Big stuff.
Because that's what she does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Big CEO.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I know, you've been cold calling a lot of businesses lately, like,
yes, sir.
Tens a day at minimum.
Yeah. It's really training me to deal with rejection better in this whole world. No, but it's fun. It's kind of similar, like getting up on stage and really putting yourself out there because, you're stopping somebody's day. And like, I mean, it's a good thing. Like I'm offering a service that's definitely going to help them in the long run, but you actually have to sell it because, a lot of people just being like stopped, like, cause they're business owners. They're working like all day.
Right.
And to get stopped and get these phone calls, like, and then you have to also differentiate yourself from these other people who just want your money. Like we're going to grow your business. We're going to multiply the amount of foot traffic. We're going to, get more leads, I mean, it's a measurable value really.
Yeah. Yeah. And if we don't, then you have all the right to tell us to leave.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not a contractual thing. It's not like, hey, sign this for 2 years and we're going to take all your money if this doesn't work. No, it's like by job, scalable to your pace. It's not one size fits all.
Right.
Like we can work around any type of situation. Cause I mean, that's what there is, man, with first year businesses versus a 10-year business, it's a lot different.
Oh, so. For sure. So I actually think we're going to curtail what the topic that we were going to talk about, because I feel like I want to ask you about cold calling a little bit more.
Yeah.
And just like, how did you even start?
So I mean, well, because I was actually I was on YouTube one day, right? The YouTube kid. Right. I get my girlfriend makes fun of me all the time for being on YouTube, but the biggest thing that really kickstarted it, I was looking up like what's like the best way to like, find new clientele, like get new customers, I guess, for like I didn't put everything growing media is, because growing media is a beast, and it's like there's a ton of different things that we do. Like I mean, it's unfathomable, but there really is a ton of stuff. I put like ad marketing agency, because that's the title. But and then it was going down the list of like things, and like there was like going door knocking and all this. Sure. But then I stumbled across like people doing it live for their own business, which, I mean, some of them are just like kids that are like 18, 19 in their bedroom, just like calling like, hey, I'm at this agency, this agency that they have. And I thought to myself, I'm like, wow, if they can sell like people on that, like what's stopping me from selling this juggernaut of a business? Right. I mean, it's not like, I'm not sure if I ever would have done it if I didn't fully believe in what we're capable of.
Sure.
And like, it's makes it easy for me to sell it. Yeah. Because we have testimonials, we have decades of business, we have website, we have social media pages, we have everything that I need to be like, hey, we're reputable. Right. And that was a big part of, I guess, why I started, because I figured, what's the harm of trying to sell it? Because I don't think cold calling is as tapped into as it used to be.
Yeah, because it feels like, to me, like just from my knowledge, is like, first of all, to me, cold calling is scary.
It is.
And you're like, I think you're like 12 years younger than me. Yeah. Is that right? Or like 11. Yeah. And you have no problem with it. But for me, I'd be like, I don't want to try to sell a random person who I've never talked to.
No, I mean, like, no, dude, I get that 100%. Like, cause I mean, you don't want to do it, but it's like, at the same time, you're like, in the back of my head, I'm like, hey, this is, another outlet that is untapped. And it does suck initially, like trying to be like, you can't, I mean, you're not selling yourself. You're not like calling him and being like, hey buddy, how you doing? Like, I'm so-and-so, want to hang out. Like, it's not like that. It's like, hey, I'm going to try to make you money. I'm going to try to increase the profitability of your business. I'm offering all these services and we can grow together. Or, if you're not interested, or you already have a team that probably doesn't do as good of work as us, frankly. But,
Nailed it. Yeah.
I mean, that's the pushback on a lot of these calls, is like, it kind of hurts me because I know what the response is, but I'm like, I gotta try it anyway.
Sure.
I'm like, you know, are you interested in our services? And they'll be like, oh, we already have a marketing team. I'm like, okay, if you don't mind me asking, like, do they do a good job?
Yeah.
And then there's an awkward pause, and they're like, yeah, but you know, I mean, one day, I mean, I'm sure that pushback is going to be like,
sure,
you know, they're not doing, you know, exactly what we need them to do, because when you think about it in general, like, growing media is like I mentioned earlier, if you even just click on like the page of like what we can do on the website, so much more than like what anybody else can.
Oh,
at least
for
from
sure.
I've seen, because I've looked at the competitors. They don't do what we do.
Right.
You know, and that's just, that makes it easy.
Yeah. So in a sense, did that make it more comfortable for you to pick up the phone and be like, oh, I want to sell you on this because I know this is better?
No, dude, I wouldn't, I need to make this like very clear. Like, I would not try to sell this to anybody if I didn't fully believe in it and I didn't see it work already. Okay.
Right.
Like, I'm a see it to believe it kind of guy.
Yeah.
And like, it's just, there's absolutely no reason not to work with us if you're not, you know, already with a team. You know, I don't want to shark anybody, but like, but like at the same time, it's like, you know, you might think that you know a lot about advertising and content creation. If you're trying, then that's great. But if you're not having success, there's absolutely no reason why, you know, you can't bring in a team of professionals, a team of people who specialize in it, a team of people who put their lives work into it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and even if maybe they don't even want, maybe they still want to do the content creation themselves, but whatever they're doing is just not working. It's okay to call for a consult and just be like, and just work, you know, with us maybe like once a month, and we'll just put together a plan for you and be like, hey, you should create this type of content, you know, and then all you do is you pay for that monthly meeting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Cause I think there are a lot of businesses and business owners out there who actually love to create content and love to like be in front of the camera and just do it from their phone and do all this. Yeah. But they have no plan. They don't know what works, what doesn't work, what, you know, so they're racking their brain of like, what's a waste of time. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, like you said, there's so many things that we can do. And I think that's something that we haven't even super talked about, is like, hey, we can just help you find a direction for your own marketing. Yeah.
It's not like, that's also a big difference, is it's not, you're not tying yourself down to anything. Like, this is the furthest thing. Like, and when I address it, like, it's not a scammy like thing. Like, I don't sound scammy, which every other place does, because it's like, oh, we'll get you to sign this retainer, this dotted line, it'd be great. You know, well, what if you fail? Like, oh, well, I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll just try something else, and you'll funnel me another, you know, 10K a month.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's also what's really cool. Because if they're like, hey, I don't necessarily need help like with everything. Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, let's fill in the blanks. Like, you know, I mean, we can do single projects. We can go out and just shoot your video, and then you use it, and or vice versa. You shoot your own video, your own content. Yeah. Send it to us. We'll get it placed. I mean, like, it's really whatever you feel like you're missing, we can fill in. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a man. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you be able to sell that? You know what I mean? Yeah. It doesn't make sense otherwise.
No, it's not, it doesn't make sense not working with us. Like, I mean, it really doesn't. It's not, it's just, there's no downside to it. Like, it's worth a shot regardless of anything. Right. It's not something where like it's gonna like destroy your business. Like, this is something you should definitely try at the very minimum. You know. And I mean, I could, you know, you can't guarantee.
You're good.
You can't guarantee like specific figures, but like, I mean, if somebody's not doing anything, or they have like, you know, if they put something up in a magazine or whatever, like, we're going to beat that, like, with 100%. With, you know, Facebook ads, or placing a commercial, or, you know, anything, even the quality of it.
Or even just consistent content coming from your pages. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the more you post, the more chance you have to be shared or viewed, or
more engagement.
Yeah. Just more engagement overall, which, like, that alone, just posting more can be an absolute game changer for most businesses. I mean, I've seen like even our own subscriber count go up, you know, and we don't do hardly any paid ads for our own business. and the subscriber count just goes up because it's like, well, we just keep posting to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not even necessarily like we're posting the same exact consistently, like the same type of content every single time. You know, we're switching it up. We're always promoting like what we do or something funny or, you know, a team building thing.
Yeah.
And it's still growing just because we're consistent.
Yeah. No, that's definitely the bricks of it.
And I think that's a big thing that we can provide is like consistency of content.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, well, firstly, the content will improve for sure, but like also, you know, I don't care who you are. Like even with Facebook campaigns, like their ad campaigns, they're automatically set up where they're going to post it. You know, it's a recurring thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Like if you aren't consistent, it's going to fail. Like your campaign will fail. You can't miss days on it. Okay. And like, I understand a lot of business owners they're very busy people, like I mentioned earlier, but when you do that, you know, you're not really sacrificing by paying somebody else to come in and you know, do this hard thing for you. Take that weight off your shoulders because, you know, at the end of the day, as a business owner, your time is maybe more valuable than the money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, you know, why not bring someone else in to give you hours of your life back that you could either spend on your business or spend with family or, you know, take a vacation.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you can't, that's why you hire employees in the first place or, you know.
Yeah. Cause it's like you can only do everything for so long when you're first starting out. And, I know like myself and even most business owners, we have this vision of like what our business is going to look like and, all this stuff that we can do. But once you reach like a threshold, you cannot keep doing all of the small things because you have that vision and there's another step that you need to take to being that type of owner, being the CEO or whatever it is. And the CEOs don't do every little thing at all, ever. Like that's just not who they are. Yeah. And that's not where they're supposed to be because they're supposed to provide vision. They're supposed to provide the path to what's next for the whole company. And so the fact that like there are some people who are like, I don't want to do or release this marketing to an agency or something like that is a huge mistake because you don't even know how far the business could go once you let go of that and then go back into the position to where you should be by casting vision and providing a path for what's next in the business.
Definitely. Yeah. There's a, you know, we all have a finite amount of hours in our day. You know, as much as it sucks to say, you can only do so much in a day. You know, we're human.
Right.
We have to sleep. We have to eat. You know, it's
dumb.
It is. It's so dumb, man. I was actually thinking that last night. I'm like, man, I wish I could just stay up longer. But you know, I wish I could just put in a new battery or something. And I'm good. But
yeah, seriously, like why can't we leave one on charge during the day?
Yeah,
and then plug it in.
Exactly.
And switch it out.
We're like a camera for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. Just kind of piggybacking off what you were saying, it's, you know, even, you know, you said like down the line, you can only do so much for so long. Yeah. And that is, I think, really where our space is the most. Like, I think with established businesses, people who have been doing it for a little while and you got your feet under you and, you know, because like a lot of businesses just starting out, it's completely fine. You don't probably have a big marketing budget.
Yeah.
But, you know, we can even help those guys get to, you know, that established point.
Yeah. Like,
or speed it up.
Yeah. There's a lot of businesses that we can totally help for just, you know, a low sum of money a month that you can actually afford.
Yeah.
And I know it's hard to see in that moment when you're in that kind of that starting stage. You're like, oh gosh, I don't know if I want to part with this money every month. You know what I mean? Because it's like the revenue is not quite there. But it just goes back to what I just said like a few minutes ago. It's like, well, what can you be doing if you're not worrying about trying to make sure a post goes out and all this other stuff in the background to then grow the business? Because so you can just focus on growth rather than, oh, I got to worry about the marketing. Oh, I got to worry about these finances and all this other stuff in the background stuff. Yeah.
Everybody hates that, man.
Yeah.
That's the worst feeling, worrying. So why not let us worry about that? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just you kind of pick and choose like your battles and like what you should work with. And like you're saying, like the CEOs and the business owners, like their job is to be creative. Their job is to increase the quality of their service or product. Yeah. You know, that's on them. Yeah. You know, whenever I don't know about you, but I think when you create a business, you're not sitting there thinking like, oh, I'm about to be a marketing guru. I'm about to go in and figure all this. I want to learn Facebook ads. I want to learn everything about this Sony camera. I want to learn everything about Premiere Pro. Like no one, no one has time for that. If you, I mean, think about it. Like your business is not growing at the pace it can be if you're going to have to keep stopping at these roadblocks, you know, and learning these like, you know, trivial things that, you know, all of these people here know about.
Yeah.
It's priceless time because, I mean, you know, for sure, even let's exclude everything. Let's break it down to just some subcategories. Any Adobe application, any Premiere Pro, Photoshop, Lightroom. Like, dude, that is hundreds, if not thousands of hours of like experience, like just handed to you. Like, that's priceless.
Right.
I would kill to know how to use Premiere.
Well, and then also it's like a lot of people don't even want to learn. Like, they just know that they need to put their business out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, they're like, I don't even really want to be doing this marketing stuff, but I know that it's necessary for my business to thrive. No, and it's like, you just said it yourself. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, you're right. You shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
Figure out a way to outsource it.
It's just annoying, dude. It's so annoying. I couldn't imagine, like, personally, I enjoy like learning a lot of this stuff. But I couldn't imagine being, and I know stuff like I don't want to learn. Like I didn't want to learn stats. I didn't want to learn like managerial accounting. I didn't want to learn any of that stuff.
Right.
Imagine having to sit down and do that like while you're trying to build a business or build an empire, you know?
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to stop at just small business. Like, I mean, there's a term, small business, but you want to scale it over time.
For sure, yeah.
You know, and that's the biggest part I think we can do is I mean, I'm not discounting anybody's ability to scale their business. I think that even if you're watching this, like you're obviously, you care about your business and you're wanting it to grow. But with that being said, I think that we're like rocket fuel.
Right.
Like I'm saying we can increase that pace a lot. We can turn, you know, 5 years of work into one.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's so valuable. It all goes back to just, you know, what's more valuable at the end of the day. Because like as you go up, your time starts to become more valuable than that money in that account.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And that money, I mean, it's going to come back bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you hand us one check, we give you 3 back.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, how can you be mad at that?
How can you say no to that?
Right.
You know,
and it just goes back to scaling, right? Like, that's the only way to scale is to have someone do the work, and he maybe even do it better than you, to where then you create more revenue. Yeah,
but I mean, the only real reason I could see why people say no is because, you know, two reasons. I'd say one, they don't understand it, and then 2, they're like almost afraid to do it.
I was gonna say fear.
And it's like, you know, fear holds you back from doing so much in your life. Why would you let it stop you from growing your business too? You know what I'm saying? I mean, fear is good because it keeps you alive, you know, from like doing a backflip off of a cliff or something in the water. But like at the same time, I'm sure everyone has regrets when they look back and they're like, man, if I just, you know, if I would have bucked up a little more and I would have just, you know, gone for it. Cause that's what you get, one life. Why wouldn't you go for it? Why wouldn't you try everything you can? Why wouldn't you open every door, flip over every rock? Why wouldn't you do that? And, you know, this isn't even that risky compared to a lot of stuff. And people look at it like it's a huge risk, but like in reality, it's not, because these are experienced professionals, and it's not even a gamble, really.
No, yeah.
It's like you try it out, and if it works, then you're wildly more successful than you would have been.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if it doesn't, then you move on, you try the next thing, or we try something else.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and the other thing too is like you get to keep all of the produced content, and you can repost that, reuse it, reshare it, however you want. So it's like, you know, if we work for you for 3 months and create all these videos, it's like, those are your videos.
Yeah.
Like, you can use them however you want. You know, it's too good of a deal to really pass up on.
It's not like, it's not something, I think this is where the fear comes in, because it's not something tangible. Like, people have this weird thing where like something physical to them is worth way more than something that, you know, is on a computer screen or whatever, as a file or, you know, whatever. But like, I mean, we're getting to the point, even down to like currency, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're moving away from physical currency. We pay for stuff with this, you know what I'm saying?
It's true.
We're turning towards a side of like before I'm gone, everything's going to be virtual. Like the Neuralink Elon's putting in people's heads, man, that's going to be huge, man. But like, I would venture to say that like in a lot of things, and especially growing your business, it's more about the things that like you can't feel, you can't touch. I think that's what's the most valuable. Like, it's not about buying this new equipment or whatever. It's about hiring these people to come in and give you this content and give you this guidance and give you all this information, you know, and having like, I mean, we're on call too, like having mentors, you know what I'm saying? Just to walk you through everything, you know, because I don't know about you, but like when learning or figuring anything out, like it helps a ton having someone there, like a sensei, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. Dude, yeah. Which is the reason why you were able to do cold calling, is because you just got on YouTube and almost looked like, you know, somebody who's doing it like expertly.
Dude,
right?
yeah, but I mean, they don't even got to go on YouTube.
No,
they've got somebody on call to be like, hey, man, do this, do that. If I had that, man, what?
Yeah.
I'd be working at Google or something. But yeah, it's just, it's definitely something that I'm not even sure if you could really put a price on it.
Right.
I mean, it's more valuable.
Because if it creates freedom, either for you to grow your business or for you to spend more time with your family or whatever it is you want to do.
That's the goal, right?
That's the goal, man. Yeah. Especially as I get older, man. Like, I'm like, how do I spend more time with my family?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be working 80 hours a week.
No, of course not. No, nobody wants to. That's why people start these businesses. They want financial freedom, and unfortunately, in today's society, being a business owner or, you know, the top of the top, like salary based employees, that's the only real way to be financially free and really get to experience your life. Like I've been seeing these graphics pop up, man, and it's like, you know, it's showing you sleep like half your life, you know, you work for like another quarter, and it leaves you with like 14 years of like real life experience to go do stuff. And
that's so depressing.
It does sound really depressing, but at the same, I mean, you know, it's part of life, but at the same time, like if you can cut down that work, and you can, I was going to say cut down sleep, you know, back to the battery thing earlier, but but I know
that's what caffeine's for.
Yeah, dude. Oh, no, I can't plug it.
No, you can't.
But
coffee.
Yeah, coffee. Coffee's great. That's what I'm drinking in that. But but yeah, it's about getting years of your life back.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we do anything. I mean, and money isn't everything.
No.
But when you have money, like a lot more things start to open up, and you can really enjoy, you know, this great life that God's given us.
Sure.
And that's, you know, that's literally everything.
Yeah.
Is this, we get one life.
Yeah.
We don't get two, we don't get three. Like, you have, you know, less than 100 years probably to really experience this world and get out there and enjoy things and, you know, help people, leave your footprint.
Yeah.
And, you know, why would you waste it, you know, sitting behind a, you know, computer screen, typing in, you know, campaign number 96, Facebook ad run, like go do something fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the only way to do that is to bring people in who are more experienced, and that will actually give you a quicker route.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
So that makes cold calling easy, man. When you can just explain it like that. Like,
right.
I wish I could pick up the phone. It'd sound really weird, but I'm like, yo, do you want years of your life back? I mean,
I'll be honest though, it's not terrible.
Not
a terrible opening line.
Yeah, I mean,
unless they think you're selling like some sort of like supplement or something.
Like, hey, how's your family doing? Like, like, how's your family life at home?
Yeah.
But no, it's about it's definitely about that. At the end of the day, it's, you know, it's getting, and I'm not just, it's not just marketing. It's really anything.
Yeah.
Anything and everything you can do to get time back.
Sure.
That's the goal.
That is the goal.
Definitely.
That's the goal, man.
It is.
Time is it.
And dude, like I'm 19 and I'm already thinking about that. Like I couldn't imagine, like, you know, I mean, even 5 years down the road, I'm sure like it comes in increments, but like you're eventually like, man, like I just want to be with my family. Like I want to love the people who love me. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, you know, that's the prayer, man. That's what we're,
that's it.
That's what we're fighting for every day. And I'm hoping to get there as quick as possible.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude. Well, that's good. I don't have anything else to add to that.
Yeah, man.
It was too good.
Not to get on my Gandhi stuff, but
no.
You know, hey, it just, you know, learn, develop, launch, guys. That's the end of the day, man. I did, man. I didn't even look at the screen, but like, yeah, but I mean, that's pretty much all there is to it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it. That's it. We will see you guys next week.